What up, YouTube? Nate here from thriftdweller. Sorry, it feels like it's been a minute since I've seen everybody. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Why have the videos not been flowing, I guess, on the channel? Real simple. Kids, life, battling eczema on my face. I've been really sick lately too, kind of getting over that. I don't want to go on the camera and talk to you guys like sounding with my stuffy nose and, hacking a lung. It's not a good look. It's convention time again. Lester and I went to our... It's more than annual because I think this convention happens multiple times throughout the year. We're going to be going back again in December. But Lester and I held our table at Wallcon. Real sad news, actually, locally. There's no more big comic convention. The guy who did it, Mike, I guess called it quits. And that's it. So the city is ripe for a new convention. I really should do my convention again, hey? So that was a really rainy day, but it was kind of funny. When we walked in, people were like, oh God, it's the guys with the camera again. Anyways, here's some clips from that day, and at the end I'll show you the pickups from said convention. I said we'll go get some McDonald's. Hey Lester. Fuck. People are already noticing I'm videotaping stuff.
When we walked in, they were just all like, oh man, it's the guy with the camera.
Yeah, this is our spot here. So this here, like, selling this thing is a Rogan. Basically, he transforms.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
That's crazy, right? $30.
That's awesome.
It's a GoBot key inside. But if you look, it's like a two-chamber pot.
Oh wow, you can put caps in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool, right? $30? Maybe I'll undervalue it.
Yeah.
Okay, just remember what this looked like before he got here. I'm not recording you. Rick's. How you doing, Rick?
Not bad, you?
Not bad, not bad. Welcome to my garage sale. It's all garage sale stuff here. Anyways, we're gonna eat some breakfast.
Yes.
Sound the alarms. Team G sales in the house. Look, he's right across from us. That's awesome. Excited? It's your first time?
Yeah. I just want it out. I want to go.
It's like,
Get rid of it.
That's a lot of board games.
it's like everyone who's been in a Thrift Dweller video is in the same vicinity as each other.
Pretty much.
It's
Justin's
gonna be
over
bad.
here too. Look
Yeah.
at it. Begins the saga.
And he hates us now.
Why does he hate us?
It's a joke, remember? We're making fun of him, really.
Oh, we always make fun of him. If you're ever in Winnipeg, visit Retro Bomb. I'm gonna show something here real quick. Now these games in here, super minty. I'll try to get closer so you can see. See, there's an Obscure in there. Silent Hill 3. Rule of Rolls right beside Obscure.
I think you're nuts. It's like...
So this was sitting across from us across.
Put it in the box case. I put it in a box protector, makes it look legit.
I think that's what happened. Lester almost put $100 down on this guy, thinking it was a rare to be graded variant of All Stars.
I'm glad we weren't going live. We're selling this right now.
I've kind of made a post where I'm more of a collector now, that I'm not a gamer anymore. So I literally sold or traded off a bunch of my Nintendo 64 collection. Literally, I would say those are gold bars at the top.
Yeah.
I wonder who I got them from. So Lester, what is that?
Lyricist Lounge, Volume 1. Yeah, I was missing this from my collection. I have a lot of the Ruckus stuff, but this is actually missing. And
Oh, hey, somebody's coming for...
That's very rare that you're missing something.
I ain't paying. It's $20 alone.
$20.
Yeah.
You're so cheap.
Yeah, I'm not.
Telling Lester the first purchase of the day. Yeah, $5. That's not bad, eh? It still has the poster in
It
it.
does, yeah.
Has Final Fantasy 2 on it, that's why. One of the greatest games ever made. Want to order pizza? I'm hungry. Already, right?
I wouldn't mind going to some of these games. We got like crazy discounts with the Screen Division. We get
Yeah, man.
You got like way more down here too.
Yeah, I mean, it's too much stuff to price. Hey, you still remember me? You graduated with your wife.
I remember you. I knew it was you. I was like, I'll wait till he says something. I don't want to say it. No, back in the day, man. Okay, look at this. I want that one. I want that one. So you guys cut your cousin technically. That's how it works now. How's it going for you? Don't worry, you're not in the shop, bro. Okay.
Oh, so far, not bad.
How's your day going? You like?
Not bad.
Fuck.
Gotta get rid of this stuff.
I made my money back, so I'm okay.
Me too, so
Yeah,
that's where I'm going.
that's all that matters.
I need this one.
Oh, look at this. When did you get so much games, man?
I had way more. I had way more. I was just telling what's your buddy's name?
Yeah. Lester?
Yeah, I was just telling him when I was before I started selling my stuff.
Yeah.
I was only like 94 games away from the SNES set.
Holy
I think
shit.
I had 2 games left that was still over 100. I think.
Okay, what are you showing me here, Matt?
This is an Odyssey game. It's in German, so don't ask me what it's called. But apparently it plays in English. But yeah, it's actually a board game. So there's like, I don't want to knock it all over here, but there's like,
Holy crap. Well, you don't have to
there's
take it
like,
all
yeah,
out,
that's
but
good. There's like a board like for a board game, and then there's like pieces. Like,
how much is this worth?
20,
eBay?
30 bucks.
Really? That's
eBay
it?
like 30, 40 bucks. I put it at 20. It's just so random. Like Odyssey made the craziest stuff.
Noah, how's it going, man?
Picked up Curse of the Moon. And it's Noah. Hi, Noah.
How's the Super Nintendo?
Oh, the SNES Classic, it's great. I modded it. It's got a ton of ROMs on it now.
So when are you gonna buy my Vita?
Well, first I need to buy a Wii U off somebody, then I'll get to your Vita.
Hey, Nate!
So this is the end of the day here. It's a make an offer table here. Sold the majority of my stuff. Peace out, brother.
Peace out, mate.
Like G-Man's still alive. Hello, hello. Lester, how was it?
Good. Good days. Hang out.
Yeah.
Fun times. It was nice to have like a group around. It makes the day go faster.
It does. We're more here to hang out than to sell things.
Because we're around people in the community. Oh, the Thrift Dweller MCU.
Pretty much, right? That's what it is. Anyways, I'll chat with you guys back in a minute. So, yeah, it was a pretty, overall a successful convention. I made my money back on the table, made a little bit of extra coin on top. One of the things that I haven't really been discussing on this channel lately is that I've been getting into a lot of these graded games and factory sealed games, and I know a lot of people may cringe when they hear that, but I've kind of just decided, I said it on our Facebook page, I'm not a retro video gamer. I am more of a collector. Yeah, I've shared it with the boys on our Facebook chat, like our private chat. My N64 collection on the shelf here has been pillaged for a good reason. But that is another video. Convention pickups. What did I get from this convention? On the actual day of the convention, our buddy Rick, good friend of the channel, was selling Nintendo Powers, and for $2 I got Final Fantasy 2. What issue is this? Volume number 30 for Nintendo Power. I don't have this one. I'm not like a Nintendo Power collector, but it had Final Fantasy 2 on it, and like one of my favorite games of all time, Final Fantasy 4. So I had to get that. Overall condition on that's not too bad. The biggest pickup from that convention, I actually called my wife and I said, honey, I'm going to spend some of the profit from my table. And she said, sure. But like in that way that it's like she's not really happy about it. Limited run, Curse of the Moon Bloodstain for the Nintendo Switch. You can see it's already in a comic book bag. I like to use this kind of tape on the back to seal my comic book bags when it comes to sealed video games. Mainly because when I take it out, this is not as sticky. And I've heard horror stories of people when they say they put a factory sealed game inside. Sorry, did I mention this is factory sealed? Send something to WADA to get graded. They prefer this kind of tape. Main thing I think is because when you, like say you pull out the game and this is dangling and it's like that packing tape, the clear stuff, and it catches on your factory sealed game, you could literally rip the seal right off of your game. This was $50 from our buddy Justin at the convention. Love this game, solid game. But Lester was tempting me the whole day. He's like, this game is hard to find. I can't believe Justin is selling it there. He actually asked $55. He's like, that's a good deal for that game. I asked for $50 and I got it. So. And with some of the profits from that convention, mainly with trades actually. The same day after the convention, I went to P&P Games because I know they had some factory sealed games there. So those are the games I got traded in, and what I got in return was I finally was able to complete a factory sealed trilogy of Fatal Frame for the PlayStation 2. This is Fatal Frame 3. I have Fatal Frame 1 and 2, which I have never opened, and I'm like, why would I open them now? But I had Fatal Frame 3 opened already, so I traded that in towards this one. Good thing about P&P Games is, I don't know if I'm spoiling myself by saying this, is that a lot of their new sealed games from like the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 era are still the original prices. Like, they haven't updated their prices yet. So games on the shelf that are in used condition are almost the same price as games that are brand new but kind of like behind the counter. And you kind of have to be a hardcore to know that these games are behind the counter. So that one, I think they were asking $69.99 minus my discount, minus my store credit and trade-ins. But because those trade-ins were so high, I also got our favorite game on the Wii. I almost called it the Switch. And if you watch our live stream, our charity live stream, we always play this game, Fortune Street, for the Wii. Super fun, like, I don't know if you say Mario Party, but like Monopoly with stocks. Super fun game. You notice how retro gamers always say the word super? Like, I'm super excited for this. I'm going to try to curb that on this channel. I'm extremely ecstatic to have this factory sealed again for $44.99 minus my discount and minus store credit. Yeah, man, this one actually I will get graded, mainly because it's a staple of the Thrift Dweller crew. Grading is not just for reselling something. If a game means something to you and you want to encapsulate it, this is one of those instances for me. I think it would look great on the shelf. We already have it opened, so we can play it anytime we want, but I would love to have just this sealed on the shelf. That's just the type of collector I am, I guess. And a factory sealed Yakuza for the PlayStation 2. This one was only like $30 they were asking for. And I think when this was brand new, that's exactly what they were selling it for, so they haven't updated this price yet. I'm going to try to clean up all the new games at P&P before they realize that they did that. I'm going to post this video, I guess, after I buy the games I really want. There's a couple more locations in the city I kind of want to scour and see what else they have brand new. Again, not a bad price. Anyways, that's it for the convention for 2019. I'm sure we're going to be doing another convention video. Wally, the guy who runs the smaller comic book convention in our city, is having another one in December. And that day, I kind of officially hope to soft launch this store that I've been kind of kicking around in my head, like a booth for conventions. And of course, the main objective, yeah, you want to make some money, kind of want to trim down the collection a bit. And almost just as important aspect of this is it's an excuse for me to buy booths at conventions. Like, I would love to, obviously I don't know if it's going to get to that point, but get to a point where I can like travel to other conventions in like Toronto, Vancouver, what have you, and it just gives me an excuse to have a booth, right? So anyways, I will talk more about that as we go along. I see the games over here that I want to show you. Like, you can still see here, obviously these are still factory sealed Fatal Frames 1 and 2. Sorry, I wanted to show that on the camera before I left. But yeah, man, soft launch for, almost gave away the name of my store. It's also the name of my eBay store, but I haven't been promoting my eBay store on this channel just because reasons. But December, stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment in the comments below. Let me know if maybe what I have been saying in this video makes you cringe or is cringy. I understand this factory sealed collecting can be like that to some people, especially when you start talking about reselling things. But just know, I love you all. This is Nate. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.